Hey fam, someone was asking about how to do Doppler, and then they were like talking about using a sound cue Doppler node. Please don't use that node. Please don't use the sound cue Doppler node. I'll show you a couple different ways to do Doppler. I'll show you the fast and easy way, and then I'll show you the other way that takes a little bit longer, right? Okay, so the fast and easy way is well, let me show you what I've got set up here. Okay, here we go. So I've got a little spawner object. I'm spawning cubes that have a sound on them. The sound is very simple. I just randomly select from some engine loops and I play them. And I randomize their pitch. So they're like this. Different vehicle engine loops. I've got attenuation, very simple. I think it's just the base attenuation. Oh, I changed the inner radius. That's all I changed. Everything else is basically the same. And then I've got a little spawner event that just spawns 10 times a second, a new cube, and attaches a sound to it and randomizes some of its ranges. And then every tick, I'm just changing the position and I'm removing cubes that go too far. So that's pretty much it. That's all there is to that. So if we play it, we can hear these. Here they are. Here they come. Look at those. Look at these cubes. So we just have the steady engine state. Kind of boring. I mean, the attenuation is giving us a little bit of movement, right, in the sound. So that gives us a little bit of a feel of presence, but obviously it's not ideal. So we need some effects, right? So we're gonna make a source effect preset chain. We'll just call it my car effect chain, whatever. There could be a bunch of stuff on here, but there is one effect we definitely absolutely want to add. And boop, 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 boop. Under effects, if we go to source effect preset, we have this picker. And we're looking for the simple delay. The simple delay preset. Okay. And we'll call it my Doppler delay. And we add it to our effect chain. And let's take a look at this Doppler delay. Okay, just so we know. Here we go. Here's the settings. Speed of sound. Does that sound familiar? Delay amount, dry amount, wet amount, feedback. Delay based on distance. Check. Use distance override. Check. In other words, out of the box, it is Doppler. And so we're going to just add that to our sound properties. Here's our sound properties. Wait, hold on a second. Let me take advantage of the existence of Windows. Right? So under our source properties, we're going to look for source effects. We're going to have a source effect chain. And we want to add our new car source effect chain to it. Boom. Saving all the dirty assets. Okay. Now, let's play it. So basically what this has done is it's added a delay that we call Doppler delay. It doesn't matter what you call it, but it's the simple delay preset. And the simple delay preset is all the default parameters are designed around real-time Doppler effects. Okay, yeah. So that's sounding all right. There's some things that we could do we can try to taper the sound a little bit more. So let's say if we make them let's make them a little bit smaller, and then we could do let's have this go out to maybe 4,000. This one's actually not doing anything, so let's keep that. And then we could have, the question becomes then, do we like the intensity of this? Does it make sense? Game physics and movement aren't necessarily mimicking real life, So we have obviously some sounds that are going pretty fast there. So, we could potentially just reduce this, reducing the speed of sound. It's a game. It's not real physics. So we could tweak these physics values to get different effects, right? So if we go to 150, we're intensifying it, right? Look at that. And then if we wanted to, we could I don't know, like double it, right? And then so these are ways in which you could tune the impact of your sound. This I think is the easiest way. I mean, look at how fast we got to a point where we could start tuning the sound the way we want to do it. A lot of people think they forget about source effects. They think everything is MetaSounds and that's all there is. But no, there's a whole audio engine surrounding MetaSounds. And that includes all sources get an effects insert chain. And there's submix effects too, right? For mixing. So don't sleep on that stuff. Now, alternatively, we go back to my sound. Boop, 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 and we could think about this pitch shift in a way where it's okay, what is, let's see. You could probably go, keep it pretty simple. So let's add a delay, a literal delay effect. In this case, we're just recreating the effect we just added. Now we'll need the attenuation interface. And what this will give us is the distance of the sound. And let's give just none like that. The distance of the sound in centimeters. Okay. We have a delay in seconds. And so I think, let's see, like a rough, hold on. We could sort of roughly estimate I don't really know the speed of sound, and I just have rough napkin estimates, like sea level. It's about a millisecond per foot, that sort of thing. So we could do something we could sort of roughly go. Let's go divide by 30-ish centimeters per foot. And then we could multiply. Let's multiply time, and we'll go multiply a millisecond. 1 millisecond. And then have that as the value. And then let's get rid of where's our source? Let's get rid of our source effect. So we'll get rid of that. And then we will, let's see. Oh, we can mess around with the defaults. So here, let's take the clamp off. We don't need that. So let's say, if our, so this is the distance, so this is the distance at 0, but then if I play it, let's see if you can kind of see when I throttle it that there's, something happening there. So anyway, let's try this out. So that's not bad. The other ways to do this would be to just do like pitch modulation in like blueprints, you know, like you get the velocity and then, or the distance, sorry, from the listener. It gets a little bit complicated. I feel like the fastest way was like the original way, just throw that source effect on there. But you know, maybe the sound. So one of the things that's nice about this approach with the MetaSound is that you could give like different Doppler intensities to different parts of the sound. So that could have some utility, you know, like for example, if you have a more complex sound, let's say you've got the engine and you've got like maybe the tire noise. The tire noise isn't going to Doppler because, I mean, parts of the tire noise might, but the sound isn't really like a tire noise sound isn't really continuous in the same way that it's more like granular. It's just like instances at that point in distance. So yeah, you know, it's something that, so potentially you might want to tweak it depending just to make sure it sounds good. But yeah, the Doppler is really easy, and there's absolutely no reason to use a sound cue node whatsoever. All right, I hope this was helpful. Thanks.